What are crystals?
My definition of crystals, just being a biochemist, studying organic matter, or what they will call organic or inorganic material. A crystal is a organic solid material that have fractal patterns eternally within itself. Meaning it can be a mineral, it can be glass, it can come from any elements, but inside of it, the atoms are highly organized where they reflect themselves and have basically a fractal that constantly repeats itself. That's a crystal. And the reason why crystals are so important to our body is because not only do our body synthesize crystals called liquid crystals or liquid crystallines, we actually have it within inside of our molecular structure. And inside your brain, you have like trillions of what you will call magnetite crystals. Then around each different cells, it's called the cytoskeleton of the cell. Even inside of our cytoplasma, you have something called cholesterol, LDL cholesterol and HDL cholesterol. When these things mix with mucus around the cells, they form something called liquid crystals. And all crystals it's these organic patterns that act as receptors and antennas to your outside environment. So your skin acts as a receptor where it scans the environment and it brings signals back to the environment, and it tells your molecular structure how to change to interact with the environment. Well, what this signal is interacting with, not only is it interacting with the environment, but when it brings the signal back, it brings the signal to the actual liquid crystals, and the liquid crystals actually go through something called DNA methylation, where DNA methylation changes the genome, and this changes how you interact with your environment. So crystals are amazing. And not only that, crystals are powerful because they actually operate at a certain frequency. They call it microhertz, and your body and your cells have certain microhertz to them. If you look at the volts of each individual cell in your body, the body consists of 150 trillion cells. These cells have a 0.07 volt that's actually megawatt volt that's coming from them. This is actually electrified or magnified by the actual liquid crystals inside the body. So crystals are amazing. Your body is made of crystals. Cell phones are made of crystals. Computers are made of crystals. This new nanotechnology that they're using for televisions is made of crystals. The very camera, the glass in there, these are crystals. So without crystals, you really can't function properly because crystals actually magnify and it's a receptor to the electrical magnetic grid of the earth. So crystals are very important, and crystal work is important too.
What advice would you give to someone choosing the proper crystals for them?
You have to go by feel. Now, you do have different types of tests where you can test the crystals and you can test the microhertz on those. But a lot of people, they're not accessible to a lot of people. So what you can do is go by how you feel. We know that energy and motion, or what you call emotions, is based off the chemical exchanges within our body or within our molecular structures, right? So the best thing to do to see if a crystal works for you or not is grab the crystal.